Cooper Flagg, when he's out there, he's one that shows just a know-how and a confidence and like a basketball IQ on just trying to make the right play at all time. He obviously can show his athleticism and his overall skill set.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone, and good afternoon to you. It's another hot day over here, and I figured I was actually hanging out with a couple of buddies of mine the other day, and one thing that we thought of that I have not talked about here is Cooper Flagg. And considering he's probably about to go #1 to Dallas next year, and that's a whole nother fiasco with their 1% odds and the fact they got him, and yeah, all the Luka stuff. It's a whole other thing, but what I've realized is, like I told him, I'm like, all I've done with Cooper Flagg myself is watch like one highlight reel, and I still have no idea like who he is or what type of player he really is. So we found this video, and I saved it for a reaction. This is from Trice, and Trice is fantastic. This is a short documentary he's doing. It's only about 8.5 minutes long, and it's called The Story of Cooper Flagg, original short film. So I figured this would be a great way to just get a broad understanding of this kid. And because I don't know about you guys, but just like watching highlights, I don't feel like I'm not being shown like what's so special about this kid yet, So I haven't figured it out, but I know there's got to be something there that I'm missing. But anyways, you guys, let's check this out together. Let's see what this is all about. And we're going to link the original video down below. Guys, if you have not checked out Trice, I'll let the video speak for itself, because every video I've ever watched from Trice is just high production value, just great between the visuals and the music and everything going on. It's a great experience. So I'm linking that down in the description. There you'll also see a list of channel members. Shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate you all. Everybody, please leave this video a like. It helps out a ton. And without further ado, let's do it.
Cooper Flagg sends it to his own bench. And that's one reason why he's #1 in the class.
In a small town in Maine, where sports are often overshadowed by the quiet of nature, a young basketball player has emerged, set to take the world by storm. His name is Cooper Flagg, and many believe he is destined to be one of the new faces of basketball. Born in Newport, Maine, Cooper's journey began far away from the bright lights of the big cities that have produced so many NBA stars. Growing up in a sports-loving family, any kid, he tried it all: soccer, baseball. But there was always one sport that called to him: basketball.
It's funny because the first time I heard Cooper Flagg, to me, this was the most like American football name I've ever heard. And I could just totally see him being a quarterback in the NFL. That was just going off a name alone. Cooper Flagg.
That he was going to be special if he worked and, wanted it. He was always competitive and always wanted to win at everything he did, whether it was races in the yard or,
Cooper's first taste of competition came at Nokomis Regional High School, where he quickly established himself as one of the top players in the state.
Now, the 6'8" freshman is in his first official high school game later next week, and he's going into it as the most heralded freshman basketball player the state has seen.
By the time he was a freshman, it was clear Cooper Flagg wasn't just one of the best players in Maine. He was one of the best players in the country.
He is truly a special prospect, but I feel like people aren't kind of comprehending how good he is, and this is going to be a long one, but I'm hoping to make the case for Cooper Flagg as a true generational type prospect.
His dominance on both ends of the floor, whether it was a chase down block or a deep three, made him a viral sensation.
He's nasty and incredibly comfortable with the ball, comfortable with his body in a way that kids normally aren't comfortable, but it was against other people, and it was like, yes, this is obviously a future NBA player.
By his sophomore year, the whole country had started paying attention to the now 6'10" wing from the middle of nowhere.
6'10". What position does he play? because he's got guard-like tendencies, but then I also see him playing very big.
To take his game to the next level, Cooper made a pivotal decision, leaving home and transferring to Montverde Academy in Florida.
When did you realize that maybe it was time to leave Maine and go to play better competition?
It was around freshman year, just throughout the year. We had, some schools that were asking us and reaching out that we were looking at, and Montverde, we had a friend that had already come here, so they were kind of already in our view, and had been watching them. And I don't know, I can't remember when we decided we wanted to, but it was always just a thought and an option.
A powerhouse that has produced some of the NBA's biggest stars. At Montverde, Cooper thrived. Playing alongside and against future NBA talent, he elevated his game, proving just why his name had shot up to the #1 player in his class. This past summer, Cooper's skills were put to the test on the international stage when he joined Team USA for training camp prior to the 2024 Olympic Games.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Playing
about this.
against the top players in the world, many wondered how Flagg would look alongside the competition.
Cooper, Flagg, when he's out there, he's one that shows just a know-how and a confidence and a basketball IQ on just trying to make the right play at all time. He obviously can show his athleticism and his overall skill set, but he's one that I've seen that's never really in a hurry out there. And for the high school level, that's hard to find because they're so athletic, so fast.
But from the first scrimmage, it was obvious that Cooper didn't just hold his own. He stood out. Now as he enters his freshman season at Duke, Cooper Flagg is on the brink of the next chapter in his journey.
Wait, 8 months ago. Okay.
How did you decide on Duke? Was there a determining factor there, Cooper?
I wouldn't really say that there was one determining factor. It was just a long process of getting to know the coaches and then visiting the campus a couple of times, watching practice, and it was kind of just a bunch of things that added up and just seemed right.
Under the bright lights of one of college basketball's most storied programs, he's ready to make his mark.
He prides himself on knowing the game. He prides himself on picking things up right away. Cooper's a guy you just have to tell him once, and then he's got it. And he's been open to learn on a daily basis. I think the area that's further ahead than I maybe thought is his shooting. He's a good shooter.
Whatever the read is, however the defense is playing, whatever coach needs me to do, that's the type of player that I want to be. Just try and do whatever I can to help my team win.
Nice.
As Cooper Flagg takes his...
I like his attitude so far. Hearing him talk, this is the first time I'm actually hearing him talk, and I'm liking what I hear. I like the mindset he has.
First steps into college basketball, one question remains. Can he live up to the immense expectations that so many have put on him?
We haven't seen a lot of 17-year-olds who have been able to come in from day one and really dominate. What are your thoughts on how do we manage expectations?
Yeah, for me, I think it just goes back to wanting to win. Expectations and all that is great. Outside this team, they can say whatever. I don't really care. It's gonna come down to what I need to do, what my role shapes into, of just doing whatever I can to help my team win and whatever coach needs me to do.
Many believe he's not just the best player in the country. He could be the future of basketball itself. Big expectations for the kid from Maine.
Cooper Flagg is consensus #1 overall pick.
That is a bad dude. He's a generational talent. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan.
With his unique blend of size, skill, and tenacity, Cooper Flagg is more than just the next top prospect.
Cooper, I ain't really heard him speak a lot, but when I watch him play, yeah, he got superstar around him. I can see kids wanting to be like that and play like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no bad cold-ass white boy like this in a long time. I'm just saying, that's on some real.
He could be on the path to becoming basketball's next generational talent.
He got me thinking, and it's true. Other than people who've been coming from Europe, but as far as an American boy being a big prospect like this. Yeah, it's been a little while, huh?
This coming season, all eyes will be on Flagg as he takes the floor at Cameron Indoor Stadium. The question will be, can Cooper rise above the expectations and do something that so many before him have done coming from the Duke Blue Devils? Elevate his game and prove that he is one of the future stars of the game.
Well, I know he did his thing in college, and I know he's his. So the way I see it so far with this guy is he had his challenge in high school, conquered it. Had his challenge in college, conquered it. And now the next phase is the NBA, and we'll see what he can do. We will see. I don't know. I really don't have much of an opinion on it, but what I can say is I see an overall game. I see he's playing defense. He's hustling on that end. I see he can run the breaks. He can dribble. He's got handles. He can shoot. He's a willing passer. He's played off the ball, and he can be a spot shooter. I see a lot of potential in him. Most importantly, though, those skills can be learned. His mindset seems to be, if it's real, if he's being honest, that's pretty awesome. Because all he talks about is whatever we need to do to win, I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to be coached, and I'm willing to do what the coach wants me to do in order to win. Like, that's a great mindset that I think is very rare. I only worry about the NBA, can ruin the potential of somebody like this, because we know how coaches are treated in the NBA, and they're given zero respect. So when you take a player who is coachable and wants to be coached, and then you put him in a league where coaches aren't allowed to coach, I just worry that might stunt his potential. But hopefully I'm dead wrong about that, and hopefully he has a great career. I'm looking forward to seeing him next year. We've got some young prospects in here that are interesting. Wemby should be coming back from injury next year. Well, not injury, but from the blood clot next year. So I see some potential in these young bucks, and I see a good attitude in those two. Wemby has the right attitude, and Cooper seems to have the right attitude. So hopefully, I wish them a lot of success. I really do, as long as they do it the right way. Anyways, you guys, thanks for learning about Cooper Flagg with me. Hope you guys learned some stuff too. And if there's any other info that you think I should know about him, stick it in the comments, all right? I'll see you there. Once again, shout out to members. Guys, the link to this original video is going to be down below, so if you want to subscribe over to Trice, I highly recommend it. Everybody, please leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and most importantly, be water, my friends.